Reef DVM's coming at you with a nice Saturday afternoon project that we took on. Actually, it started kind of on Wednesday. We decided to have a big barn party and do it with a pig roast. Didn't find many videos on renting a roaster and cooking a pig. All these videos I found on roasting pigs were, typically with more commercial units. So I went out and rented an $80 roaster for the weekend, Friday through Sunday. Picked myself up a 248-pound hog and, paid $30 for the butcher to prep it for me. And, by the time I got done, the hog itself to the farmer cost $173. The butcher was $30 and the rental was $80. So, give or take, I'm out the door for about maybe $350 with charcoal. So really a pretty good price when you're going to feed, 125 people for a big hog roast party. So I loaded the unit up. It has 2 charcoal bins. I used 80 pounds total of charcoal. I just grabbed some Kingsford from a Walmart, 5 bags of it, and placed the charcoal in the roaster basically Friday night, along with the hog. I mean, the hog was cold from the butcher, and I set him in there and put a little thermometer up in his front shoulder on the inside of that shoulder blade so I could tell temperature. And this thing's got those 2 big roasters of charcoal on each side and 2 big flame guards there to keep your fat dripping into the center so it never really can start on fire very easy. And basically at about 4 o'clock in the morning, we lit one of the sides and started working towards, one of those charcoal banks heating up, and are headed towards a serving time of about 6 o'clock at night. These Isanti rental roasters, again, for $80 with a, $30 processed pig fee, and then, like I said, you pay the farmer the $173 for the pig and a little bit of charcoal, worked absolutely fantastic. Get yourself a good pair of gloves to work with when you do this, because these puppies get hot. As you can see, the charcoal is doing great here. It's about 4:30 in the morning, and it's turning nice and white. Basically, I just shut this thing up. I monitored the temperature of the hog with my digital probe, and otherwise at about 7 a.m., about 3 hours into it, we lit the other side up, so we had then both sides going, and it just, smoked away in there for hours. So again, we started at 4 a.m. with one side. Temperature got up to about maybe 2.25. Lit the other side, and it went up to a nice 275 about 3 hours later. And then, at about 2 o'clock, it looked like this, just really looking good. You can just see all that, fat dripping out. And I'd say the average temp for the whole process was right around 250. Towards the end, it got up to about 275. And we cooked this beast until we were about 165 degrees up in that front shoulder. I'm sure that means some of the meat towards the extremities was probably pushing 170, maybe 175. But I wanted to make sure it was nice and done. And then the cars started rolling in. We basically shut the heat down, let it sit down for about 15 minutes so we could work with it. And we decided to pull this pork. So we're going to cut it into pieces, put it on trays, send it into the ladies, and the ladies just pull it apart and put it in great big crock pots to serve out. We figured that was probably the easiest way for us to deal with this, because these kind of roasters don't come with a spit or anything where you can really pick it up. So 2 of us guys, myself and Chuck, we did it in about 30 minutes as far as cutting up the animal and putting it on cookie trays and sending it into the barn. And the ladies pulled it within about 30 minutes, and we had it served out. It was absolutely fantastic for the amount of money, folks. The pork was absolutely tender. It was delicious. There's no reason to really season this meat. The folks were able to put their own condiments and stuff on it, and barbecue sauces. We had a ton of them when they made their sandwiches and stuff. I'd highly recommend this, folks. Get yourself a good neighbor like I do here with Charlie, and get yourself a pig and rent a hog roaster and go out and have a good time making yourself a big pig for a nice party like this. Thank you for watching, folks. Please like or subscribe and show support for our channel. We'll keep putting out great videos like this. Thank you.